Welcome back. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Ancestry. Ancestry, there's so much to do in Ancestry. So much to do, but I want to talk about searching. So I am going to search for someone. There's many different ways to search. You can search for individual sections, like you can look up Berlin, Germany births. You can go very specific or you can go very broad. Today, I'm going to go very broad. So up here, I'm going to hit search and I'm going to click all collections. And I'm going to put in a random person. I don't know this person personally, but he has good information. So I'm going to look up Walter Dreffs. I know that he might have lived in Otsego County, Michigan. I'm going to click that. Always click what they come up with. Don't leave yours. I know he was born in 1895. I also know that he died in 1988 and probably in Otsego County, Michigan, because that's where he was born. So I'm going to click theirs. If you don't click theirs, it's no good. So always click their option. Then I'm going to go down and hit search. What comes up is Walter. So all I had was Walter Dreffs. I know from his Find a Grave that his middle initial is C. I know that this is his family. This is his information. Here it is. So he was born, and here now I have just found his dates. Now this comes off of a family tree. But this is Michigan US Death Index. So you can click on this or you can hover over it. So I'm going to hover over it. And now I've just collected a specific birth date, specific death of this man, Walter Dreffs. I can click this and it's basically going to bring up the same information. Now you can click save and click and hit save to someone in your tree. So let's say you're looking up your grandparent, you can click save to someone in your tree. And then you can pick that person. So let's say Jose Garcia. Is he going to come up? Oh, I'm in the wrong tree. So you got to click the right tree. So I'll pick that. So I'll put Jose, and I can pick, this is not his, so I'm not going to go through it, but you can click a name and then hit attach. And so you can add that source to your family member in your tree, which is a great way to add sources. Here's Find a Grave. I can hover over it and look at all that information. Now I have his father and mother's name. This source gives me this information and even more specific place of burial. He's in Resurrection. We have World War I draft cards. This gives a lot more information. So I'm going to view this image. And here is his actual draft card. There we go. Let me move it around, and you can increase the size, decrease the size. If you want to, you can print, you can download, you can share, you can do all kinds of stuff with this source if you would like. We have obituaries. A lot of times you would need a subscription to newspapers.com with obituaries. We have Social Security Index, which is really good because here's a Social Security number. And if you watch my other videos, you can see the importance of Social Security numbers. And this is a railroad board issued through the railroad board. That makes this a different type of Social Security sign up. And I'll get into that in another video. We have his marriage records. And we can see his parents are still the same. And we can view this image. It comes with an image. And you would have to find him. There he is. There is his marriage record. And he got married October 14th, 1921. I think no, it's 1924. That 2 looks like a 1. Sometimes you really have to look close at it. And I'll move in more. Yeah, 24. So it gives information. He was 29. His wife was 17. They were both white residents of Gaylord, Michigan. He was a farmer. And here are the parents' names. That would be her father's name. And if you are from a small town like up here in Gaylord, Michigan, in this area, You might actually know some people on this record. You could go through it and recognize the names, and it might be a record for more than one of, this is a very popular name in Gaylord, Michigan. And you can hook this document to multiple people in your family if multiple people are on this record. So I'm going to go back. And then I want to show you, you can go to search and you can go to card catalog. Card catalog, you can type in a certain piece of information, or you can scroll through the 32,902 catalogs that they have, which is super cool. These are the new ones. The new ones are always listed first. And I'm going to click, let's see, we'll look at UK Prison Commission records. I think that's the one. Let me see. Is there another one? Yeah, let's look at that. Let's see what they have. Let's see if they have photos. So you can click into any of these. Even if your family member is not a part of these, you can click around and look at different sources that you can find. So I'm going to put John Smith, which is super common. And here is a John Smith. I can view the record. Here's his information. He was in this prison, and I can actually go over here. This means that there's a photograph of the record. And so here's the record. I have no idea who this guy is. However, if this is your family member and you're looking at an actual record, that would be really amazing, really amazing. I highly suggest going through the card catalog and checking things out. Now I want to go back through the card catalog, and I'm going to type in keywords Albany. Now is a city in New York, and I can look through all the different sources for Albany. There's 332. Well, I really would like to look at military for Albany. So I'm going to click military over here, and here is all my military information that I can find. Records you wouldn't even think were out there. You can't even fathom that these records existed, nor could you even like think of it. So dedication of soldier monument. So let's just put in John Smith. You know, it's a very Dutch area. We might not find a John Smith. We did not. So let's see if we can just get into this record. Let's see, where was that? I can just get in there over here. So I can look at this whole document. And these arrows turn pages. So this is a book. And I could just click these arrows and I can read this whole book on the area of Rensselaerville in New York. Now it is now called Rensselaer, not Rensselaerville, but I can read the entire book in the history of whatever they're talking about just by going through card catalog. There's card catalog. There's something for everybody. So I'm going to go back to card catalog. I'm going to type in Norway. I know of no one in Norway, but look at all this information. They have 137 catalog for Norway. You can click the year, so 1820. There's 80 for 1820, and you can click them. And you can go through them. And this is related data collection. So you can look to the right. So let's say you find your family member in these. You might find them to the right and click on those. Choose a county and parish. We'll pick this and we'll pick that. And we're going to just open a book, totally random. And here's the actual book. How crazy is that? We are looking at the actual book from a Sweden church from 1451 to 1943. This one says it's a parish book from 1897 to 1919. So we can start looking through this book. So if you know your family is living in this area, I'm assuming this is the family name, and then there's the page number you can find them on. So let's see what kind of information. It's not in English, so But if you can read this language, this book would be very helpful to you. And it's even typed. That's amazing. Well, that's it. I want you to go into Ancestry and check out card catalog and see what you can find. I have been shocked myself at the kind of sources that are out there for us. And I want to remind you, the reason why these are here is because someone indexed them. So be that someone for someone else and do indexing too. Because it not only helps us, it helps everybody out there working on their family history.